Right, hello there people, how are you doing? So I'm away at home for Christmas time and I'm using my laptop right now, so what you're seeing is normally my idle screen for my streams. Yeah, so let's just hop out of here and start talking about the 48-hour analysis. I'll give you a quick explanation for what's going on at the moment. So basically, just to quickly transition through things and whatnot, I'm going to use that idle screen when I just need to flick through something and, well, you get the idea. Privacy, please understand. But anyway, shall we get started? Shall we start talking about the skins so far, and then we'll, get a good idea of what we want to do from here on now. And yes, I'm recording right now just as it's hit Christmas time, so Merry Christmas to everyone, Happy Holidays, and have a Happy New Year as well. This honestly was the best time to go ahead and do this. There might be a bit of an echo, I'm in a kitchen, so let's get this started then. So, we have the toys pickup vending machine. And I had a few people come up to me and they said, surely this is going to be something everybody's going to want. Surely this is something everybody's going to go after. And, well, as we can see, just over 17,000 sales so far. Clearly a lot of people like it. But we had something like this happen exactly 1 year ago. Because when was the last vending machine to come out? Well, exactly a year ago, last Christmas. So what do you see right there? Gingerbread Candy Shop. A Christmas-themed vending machine that came out last year, and right now it's down by 5%. Now, this sold for $1.99, so at least you could sit there and say that, but it did sell just under 25,000 sales. After 48 hours, the toys pickup is already over 17,000 sales. So, here's the problem. They are both Christmas-themed, and what do we know about Christmas-themed skins? When it's not Christmas, goes down in price. So this is a problem that we're going to have to keep an eye out for pretty much immediately. What I'm sitting here saying is, if you're looking for a skin to buy this week in terms of making a profit, maybe within a month or so, honestly, there's nothing clear cut that stands out as if it's going to easily be a profit. Everything here, as I've said for the past two or 3 weeks, you can only really do long-term investments with. So at the very least, and I did bring this up before, we need to go and see how the gingerbread candy shop behaved over the past year in all of 2022 and get a good idea of what likely will happen with our new vending machine. So right now this is selling for $1.90, so it's not too far off from $2. Not too much quantity on the Steam market, but it definitely had an improved increase in demand recently, of course, because we're now in December. It's literally Christmas now, so I wonder why. Because anticipation for Christmas happened. But yeah, last year, when it first came out, when it was first marketable, instantly starts to go down in price the very second it's not Christmas. So as of January 3rd, it was already down by 25%. By the time it was 3 weeks into January, it was almost half price. And then as we entered February time, it was half price, or around half price. So, yeah, this is an issue that we need to be aware of. That vending machine struggled immediately. And this is what I am expecting for the new vending machine. Now, gradually over time, when times were good again, like April time this year, all skins went up in price. That vending machine also went up in price. When times were bad again, around June, July time, of course this suffered it suffered. All skins did. But recently, as we've been yammering on about for the past 2 months, if you started to invest just at the very end of at the very end of October, early November, then yes, we would have gradually increased. Yeah, so the profits from here to here, you probably would have doubled your money, or at least around that. So, yeah, we can only see potential profits to be made if we invest into this with a buy order at a lower price and then wait for next year's Christmas. Now, I've said this so many times for many different skins, but this applies here. So if you think, oh, well, we hardly ever see vending machines, this is special. No, just take a look at what happened there. And even right now, it's down by 5% because the demand started to slowly go down the very second that we saw this appear, another new one. So, yeah, you never know. Maybe we will see another vending machine skin, maybe in January or February or March. And if that happens, I'm pretty sure everybody will get rid of this and move on to the next new one. But yeah, at the moment, in recent times, we haven't seen many vending machine skins, and chances are we very likely won't be seeing many in 2023 either. So let's see what happens in the future from here on now. Now then, let's start talking about the Neon Snowflake garage door. Very nice, very very bright, I should tell you. During the Saturday Skin Showcase that we did recorded off stream, it's a very nice garage door, but of course it's very gimmicked towards Christmas and winter, and what's going to happen when it's not Christmas, when it's not winter? Well, you totally get it immediately. Now, what we also want to point out is this past year we have had a lot of glow-in-the-dark garage doors. So let's just load this up, go by newest, and there we are. So in all of 2022 we've had 14 skins. Thank you very much, Bipolar Penguin, for adding all of this. It's very nice, very helpful for the visual to understand how many skins we get for each year, and it's very easy to compare and show what it's likely going to happen for the next year. So basically what I'm saying is, on average, it seems we get at least 14 garage door skins every single year. So if you're going to sit there and say, oh, so what's likely going to happen to this? It's, oh, well, get a good look at the Gingerbread garage door, already down by 31%. Ta-da! So that's unfortunate, but it was expected, and, well, I fully expect the same thing to happen with this as well. It's $3. Gentlemen, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up at half price within a week or two. But then again, we do have post-Christmas on the horizon, but I don't think, and I've seen it happen before, post-Christmas doesn't really cause the absolute newest skins to go up in price that much. Maybe they'll hold their value for a little bit longer, but as we get into January and then close to February, yeah, these two will struggle even more, and they will go down in price. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's just move over to get a good idea, because this is actually abnormal as well. So, in terms of that, at least we can do an early buy order, and at the very least we can figure out what might be a good price for that, because even though we've had a lot of garage doors, they do stay up at a certain point. So if I just go back to here, I don't know why I closed it. Even now I'm still stupid. But let's go by the lowest price. How low can garage doors go? I don't know why it went all the way down there. So the cheapest one right now is 97 cents, but it's fairly old and it's not too impressive, is it? If we were to look at the likes of these previous Christmas garage doors that we've seen before, this has been as low as around 60 cents. No, this has been as low as around 80 cents, and this has been as low as around 80 to 90 cents. They do glow in the dark, but they're not as shiny and as interesting. And these also sold a lot more. Honestly, I think that big Snowflake door is probably going to end up always at the very least above $1. So this new Snowflake garage door, I think I'm going to be pushing for $1 as a safe option, but yeah, maybe a little bit more, just to be, I wouldn't mind buying some. I definitely know it will go back up again next year, but I don't want to buy it. I'm going to buy order it instead. Now, the one skin that really does have my curiosity is the Nutcracker Jackhammer, and I've mentioned this before. We don't see many marketable Jackhammer skins. It's quite a rare sight to see. In all of this year, we've only had 2. Previous year, we had 4. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all the data we have. So, And let me point out to you, there have been Jackhammer skins submitted. There's not that many that get submitted, but there were some interesting ones that have appeared in the past year, and we've only had 2 accepted. Now, we've also got the very fun gimmick of it's a Nutcracker, or when you're drilling, it looks like he's laughing or chattering away. It's quite funny. But, does that overcome the Christmas gimmick issue? Probably. It's a bit awkward. But let me also point out to you, the only skin out of all of these that's performed badly is the Love Injector. Now that had over 33,000 sales, but then you look at the Doodle Jackhammer and that had over 40, and that's still in the positive. So it's awkward. Jackhammers don't seem to make easy sense when you look at all of them, but I highly doubt we'll be seeing many more Jackhammer skins in 2023, and at the very least, this Nutcracker Jackhammer, you can. I mean, it's a weapon and a tool, so you can at the very least always do $1, because people can always turn weapons and tools into metal, and metal is always usually in demand and usually always sells for around $1. So yeah, we have that at the very least. Honestly, I don't think people are going to find it funny forever, and I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up at around $1.10 to $1.30 after a while. But you know, as we progress into the year, and as we get closer to the next Christmas and December 2023 time, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back up again. I don't want to rely on a joke. I don't want to rely on a silly gimmick. That's what I'm saying. So, unfortunately, that also isn't abnormal. So we can at least wait until when Thursday, make a consideration. Is this a good idea to maybe make some purchases or just stick with a buy order? It's best to leave it Wednesday or Thursday. Let's now move on to the Neon Tree Frozen Door, and well, it's a glow-in-the-dark sheet metal door. Wow, yay! Okay, so it's not like we haven't seen many of them this year. Oh, sorry. It's late, I'm tired. All yesterday I walked for about 5 hours with heavy bags. I am knackered. I'm tired. But yeah, we had 25 sheet metal skins. I can't speak, sorry about this. We had 25 sheet metal door skins that appeared in 2022. Now we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of them were glow in the dark. Negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, 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 positive, negative, negative. It's a bit 50-50. It's a bit all over the place. It's a bit awkward. It's also very Christmassy gimmicked. Now, that sheet metal door right there, it is abnormal. So, at least we can do early buy orders before we even consider buying this. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be a situation where it's another buy order situation. I look at that and I say, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes pretty cheap after a while. I mean, that's literally the whole story. So if I quickly go back and check all the cheapest sheet metal door skins, because well, there's tons of them. There's far too many. We see. We're about to see some very old doors. Right. Cheapest one is 74 cents. And then on average, these ones are around 85 cents. Yeah, so 85 cents seems to be the average at the absolute bottom. So, if you want to play it super safe, you could request to buy this at 80 cents. I'd say 80 cents to $1.20, but we're not going to sort that out now. But that's just my hypothesis real quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down, and safe option seems to be 80 cents to maybe $1.20, but yeah. In terms of actually buying it for $2.49, no, it's not going to work out well. We got the Snowman launcher, and we haven't seen too many rocket launcher skins this year. I think we've had 4. It's got to be about 4, right? Actually, it might be 3. Nope, yep, it's 3. Okay, so one random one, Halloween one, and then a Christmas one. Negative. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Negative, negative. I wonder what's going to happen here. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the exact same thing happens all over again. Negative, negative, negative. Yeah, so this Snowman rocket launcher, whilst it looks pretty fun and, quite silly, I'm delivering gifts. Yeah, no, that's not going to hold. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down. Now, at its worst, I saw this selling for around $1.30, so I think that's what we're going to end up with. And then if you look for the cheapest one, yep, cheapest one is $1.23. So at its worst, it's probably going to end up around here. It's definitely going to be above $1 because remember, weapons and tools, you can turn them into metal. So yeah, $1.10 might be the safe option. And what I'm saying is requesting to buy this at $1 definitely seems to be a perfectly safe play. So yeah, looks like I don't want to purchase it. I just want to do a buy order. It's unfortunate, but yeah, this is basically Christmas skins. Just do buy orders. It's sad to say, but with the investment perspective, if you want to play it safe, that is what you do. Now we've got the Holiday Spirit LMG. Unfortunately, M249 skins not super in demand, as you can see. Negative, 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 positive. Positive, negative, negative, positive, positive. So yeah, the vast majority of them are in the negative. Have we had a Christmas theme one before though? No, we have not. So, whilst it looks pretty bad at the moment in terms of M249 skins in general, I kind of look at this and think, right, so what has the lowest amount of subscribers? These from a long time ago, because they came out 3 years ago. Okay, that's fine. If it doesn't really budge that much, if it barely gets over, let's say, 12,000 sales, I get the feeling this might actually do quite alright. It's a fun skin. It's a very cool looking design. The lights look really cool. Yeah, but still Christmas themed skin. It's a struggle. However, it's also abnormal, isn't it? So, again, at the very least, the smartest thing to do is to do the buy orders first, then make considerations. But I am looking at that thinking, yeah, it's probably going to end up at around, I wouldn't say $1, but it could. You've got to envision, throughout all of this year, we are going to go through some bad times again. And that easily could get very, very, very cheap. So the safest option would be $1. So keep that in mind. Whilst things are looking okay at the moment, don't forget, we went through bad times in 2022 as well. Okay, just remember. So if you're in if you're in this for the long term, be prepared for things like that. All right. Now we've got the Santa's cookie sack, but yep, going through this whole routine again. We'll take a look at all the rock skins that we've seen, and well, yeah, that's in the negative, but that's in the positive, and that's just evens. So it's a very fun idea for a rock skin. It's very likely not going to do very well. Now, it is very gimmicky for Christmas, but right here, I see a rock that's very gimmicky for Christmas. I see another rock skin that was very gimmicky for Christmas. So we'll click him, and we'll go see his past. Sorry if I'm mumbling a bit. Again, I'm very tired. So right now, he's selling for $2.67. Last year, he sold for $1.99. And let's see how he behaved the very second it wasn't Christmas. Down. So yeah, he did go down a bit. And this right here, though, is still around $2. So we could give it that. It does go up a bit. It did go above $2 for a while. This is during the good times. So we had a good time around April time. But then just after that, May, June, all the way down, sits at around $1.50 for a while, then goes back up again. Now, people really did like this rock. It was very cool. People liked it a lot. Sold quite comfortably at 19,000. This right here hasn't sold as much in terms of, would this likely match up to this? No. In terms of sales, no. I don't expect that. I don't think, didn't mean to click it again, sorry about that. I don't imagine this is going to be doing as good as that. So yeah, we're probably looking at a situation again where maybe just take a look and see what the cheapest rocks are. So the cheapest one is $1.21. So at its lowest, this one right here, it's still a very fun idea. So at the very least, I do rate it better than these ones. But then again, look, $1.21, $1.29, $1.44, $1.72. I get the feeling maybe offering around $1.30 for this. Okay. Times are better right now, so the safest option, offer $1, totally fine. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, you could got to about $1.30, maybe $1.40. you will succeed and you will definitely make some purchases with that buy order. But you've got to remember, when we're through bad times, you will be buying these. That's definitely going to happen. And if you don't think you can afford that, then start making better considerations. Maybe you're better off only going with a super safe option. Okay? So, yeah. It also hasn't sold that much, which we should also point out. A lack of sales would likely mean not too many on the Steam market, which would also mean when we reach around next year, that could very easily go up in price by a lot. It would be very vulnerable to potentially being manipulated. Now, we don't want to rely on manipulations, but when there is a big increase in demand for Christmas skins again next year, and if this didn't sell that much, I really wouldn't be surprised if in about a year's time there's hardly any stock of these on third-party sites and on the Steam market, and it very easily goes up in price. So that's just a foresight, a hypothesis. If you're watching this in the future, then was I correct? Let's find out. But we're only 2 days in, 48 hours in with the sales so far. So let's see what happens. I do expect this to go over 10,000 sales at the very least. Now let's move on to the Sweet Surprise double barrel shotgun. Sweet Surprise is it was a continuation. Oops, I didn't realise that. Well, we've had a lot of double barrel shotgun skins this year, haven't we? And with a much better visualization, thank you again, Mr. Bipolar Penguin, you can see right here that we have had, in all of 2022, 11 double barrel shotgun skins. In 2021, we had 3. In 2020, we had 4. Yeah, and in 2019, we had like 7, so... Recently, we've been seeing a whole lot more of these, and do you notice a problem with all of them that have come out this year? Negative, 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 negative. Cold Hunter is actually slightly getting there in terms of being a positive again. Doesn't surprise me because it is part of the Cold Hunter collection. But yeah, this is going to go down. This is a $1 buy order. I don't think I'd even want to consider going above $1. Maybe. Again, what's the cheapest one? The cheapest one is 97 cents. Alright, I am not going to be going above $1. So yeah, Christmas gimmick, it's not going to hold. It will struggle. That's a problem. Let's be prepared for that. We'll then look at the custom SMG, the Gingerbread SMG, and, well, it's a custom SMG. Now, custom SMGs, as Mr. Micro said, they do have their uses, they do have their advantages, but people aren't treating it like a go-to weapon. You know, favorability, there's a lot more guns ahead of it. So, when you get a good look at all of the custom SMG skins, you kind of see that, don't you? Gun demand definitely has an influence on the prices of gun skins, and, well, only the Blackout is in the positive. All of the other ones that came out this year, down in price. So, yeah, that's very likely going to be our future. And Blackout, comfortably rising up in price because people are anticipating many people returning to Rust over the holidays, and yeah, they're going for all the in-demand skins. And Blackout, routinely every single year, loads of people want it. So, we should go take a look at Blackout collection in a minute if you want. In fact, let's just get that set up. Okay, so let's stick with the Gingerbread SMG. What are we going to do in terms of that? Well, what's the cheapest one? Cheapest custom SMG skin is just over $1. So yeah, safe option, $1, no more. And unfortunately, that is Christmas. That's how things have played out. Nothing really stands out as a great investment. Nothing really stands out with the financial perspective in terms of, oh yeah, I'd buy this with, as an actual purchase. Everything is looking like I'd rather do a lowball buy order because I've seen the behaviour, I've seen the patterns, I see it happen every single year. I see Christmas skins struggle. Now, sometimes some random things happen and one of the skins might randomly shoot up in price. Like, throughout all of this year, we've seen garlands up at an insane amount of price. Like, festive garlands were being bought out ever since the summer. Now, there's a very good chance someone on YouTube was showcasing that they're very helpful at night time or something. That very likely could happen, you know. But yeah, we were sitting here in like October time, and these were still above $10. Like, it was weird, but it happened. So yeah, unpredictable things can happen, but we're looking at all the potential problems that likely will happen, and we're trying to figure out the best probabilities. And the best probabilities are all of these Christmas skins very likely will struggle when it's not the holiday. And, well, go take a look at the Halloween skins. It's not Halloween anymore. How many of them are struggling? Well, the locker's doing better. The bearskin rug's doing better. The furnace is now doing better. The storage is doing better. That's in the negative, that's in the negative, that's in the negative, that's in the negative. Rocket launcher in the negative, SARS in the negative, and the caps in the negative. Now, let me also point out to you, the box, the locker, and only recently the so basically these were in the red like just a few days ago, but a lot of skins are starting to go up in price because, well, we're literally just about to hit post-Christmas. In about 24 hours, suddenly skin demand is about to go up very, very, very nicely. And that, gentlemen, is a great time. If you have skins and you've been wondering when the best time is to sell, the very end of December, early January, best time to get the best optimal profits. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me some of these are starting to go up, but you can very clearly see a lot of these are in a negative still. Maybe we'll see the exact same thing over here. The more gimmicky skins struggling, and the cool skins standing out very nicely. So that's doing quite alright. That's doing quite alright. That's doing quite alright. A glow-in-the-dark rock looks very sinister and scary. And yeah, these two pieces are struggling, but I'm surprised to see the kilt's doing quite alright. Is it being paired up with something? I don't know. But yeah, negative here, negative here, negative here, negative there, negative there. It's unfortunate to see that. But yeah, just a couple of days ago, the only thing in the positive was this rug from hell. So again, as we get closer to post-Christmas time, some of these are going up in price, but still quite a lot of them are in the negative. So this is just a nice visual in terms of holiday skins. How do they behave when it's not the holiday anymore? Well, down. So that's that. How about we take a look at the last week's Christmas skins? So this was Christmas week 1, and slightly in the positive, a little bit in the positive, negative, slightly in the positive. These two slightly in the positive, but I do expect problems to happen soon. Ginger Blasters down in negative. This is slightly in the positive. Negative, negative, slightly in the positive. But remember, you've got to wait at least a week or two to then properly review and assess the prices, because not everybody who bought these has the ability to be able to sell these just yet. So, and I really do think that's going to be a problem with the excess purchases these had in comparison to the Tier 2 and the Tier 3. I guess we could also look at December 8 as well. So how's December 8 skins looking? Frog Cosplay hoodie and pants slightly going up in price a bit. We have seen the appearance of the Frog Cosplay gloves and boots, so that potentially means we might see armour in the future. That very likely could happen. Elite Crate face mask and chest plate. Unfortunately, we did not see Mr. Odyssey submitting any Tier 2 or hoodie and pants last week. Or technically this week, sorry about that, earlier this week. Maybe we might see some in the next few days, but I do get the feeling he's probably going to wait until actual January time. So remember, just go to the workshop page and read the comments and see if anybody asked that question. When are you going to make the hoodie pants or Tier 2? Are you going to continue this gorgeous set? I'll try, man, I'll try. Hoodie pants soon, 2 weeks Christmas. So yeah, what he was pointing out here is there's going to be 2 weeks of Christmas skins. So I get the feeling maybe next week or the week after we potentially will see Elite Crate hoodie and pants, and I'm invested in them. I sure hope it's going to work out well. So yeah, things seem to be quite alright, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of these skins potentially go up even higher as we hit post-Christmas time. So let's go take a real quick look at the Blackout collection. Let's go over to here. Blackout collection, as I said, routinely tends to go up in price, and well, let's just zoom in a bit more. Hope you can see everything. I hope you've been able to see everything clearly as I've been doing this recording. If not, I'm going to be very upset. But get a good look at this. It's pretty much all in the positive. Do you remember how some of these were in the negative just a month or so ago? I remember when that Blackout SAR was negative 30%. Now it's positive 45%. That's ridiculous. Do you remember when Blackout Poncho was sitting here negative 30 as well? It was around negative 30, sitting at around $1.50. Well, now it's $2.10. I knew this would happen. I literally just took a look at what happened with this last year, went down to around $1.50, and then when we hit post-Christmas, shot up in price. What are we starting to see here? It's beginning. So, learning from the patterns of last year, you will learn what likely will happen to relatable skins. Even though gloves and the poncho aren't exactly the same thing, they're both Blackout armor pieces, so I just took the best judgment and it turns out it was correct. So yeah, only one Blackout skin is now in the negative, and it's the bar, but that had 60,000 sales. But you know, some of these other ones had ridiculously high sales as well, but they're still in a positive. So, yep, that is the Blackout. And let's just get a good look at the front page. What's on the front page? Whiteout as per usual, and then we see the likes of the skull, neon pumpkin metal door for some strange reason. That's a bit of a surprise, but yeah, this is the usual front page skins. And now I want to take a look at the weapon barrel. Weapon barrel is now selling for $13.47 in my currency. That is $11.18, and in euros that is €12.70. So yeah, these are starting to go up in price, and over the course of the next few days it's only going to go up even more and more. So far I bought 23 of these at £9, which was equal to around $11 if I recall. And let's just get a good look at how this has performed over the past, well, ever since the end of October. Let's look at that. End of October was here, now we're over here. It looks like we've gone up by about 40% in value since the end of October. And that's very nice, isn't it? And it's only going to go higher because all these other skins are going to go up higher and higher. So it's a positive outlook at the moment, gentlemen, and yeah, in terms of the Christmas skins, not so much, but in terms of skins in general, all other skins, it definitely looks like things are definitely going to be, well, a lot nicer. So, sorry if this was quite a talk, sorry if I sounded weird, but, you know, I've explained everything. Thank you for watching, I greatly appreciate it, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a lovely Happy New Year as well. Thank you for watching, see you and goodbye.